and welcome to Stretford Paddock. We are here for the team news of Manchester United against LASK or LASK, whatever you want to call them, in the Europa League round of 16. First leg away at LASK. There you go, there's the intro done. The team news is already out, a bit early today. The Europa League, they always just put it out an hour and 15 before for some reason. Who really knows why? So we'll get straight into the team news. We've got Sergio Romero. Brandon Williams playing right back for, I think, the first time in his first-team career. We've got Eric Bailly and Harry Maguire, the ever-present Harry Maguire, at centre-back. Then we've got Luke Shaw at left-back. Fred, McTominay, Mata and Fernandez. I'm not sure if that'll be a diamond or we might see Mata drift out onto the right-hand side. And then we've got Dan James either on the left or playing as a split striker with Igalo. I would guess, we're going there with Dan James on the left, Mata on the right, which is what I would personally predict we're going to see. Quite a strong lineup, much stronger than the lineup we saw against Bruges in the last round, first leg. It's going to be an interesting one. Let me know in the comments whether you think that's a good lineup. John says good lineup. Junior Meninga says Angel, question mark. I don't know if you're talking about me or if you're talking about Angel Gomez, but either way, thank you. The subs, we've got De Gea, Lindelof, Twanzebe, Andreas, Matic, Chong and Greenwood. What's his name? Jesse Lingard. I can't remember his name. It's been that long since he played. No Jesse Lingard on the bench. Again, is probably the main story there. But yeah, it's a very strong side from United. We are expecting such a strong team. United, let's do this. Good lineup, yeah. Joe, how many goals do you think we're scoring today? If it's not 2 with that lineup, then something's gone wrong. Obviously, the game's being played behind closed doors. There has been mixed news as to whether the game was going to be played at all. Reports coming out in the last hour or so that the Europa League and Champions League are expected to be postponed after UEFA's meeting that takes place on Tuesday. So this is all a very strange situation to be playing a game in. No fans is probably the least of the team's worries at this point. We're just in the middle of a real storm at the moment, aren't we? So it's going to be an interesting environment, an interesting atmosphere at the game and see what the intensity is like. I wonder how it's affected the pre-match build-up and affected the players as they warm up and they train in the days leading to the match, whether this uncertainty over the game being played in the tournament itself and, to be honest, football itself at the moment will lead to a strange performance or not. Obviously, we'll have to see. Someone says, terrible. No rotation, no Gomez, no Chong or Greenwood on the pitch. I think Solskjaer doesn't want an upset. I understand your frustration, but I think this is to get into a quarter-final of a European tournament. I can see why he's gone with a strong squad. And also, I don't think you want to risk a sort of a shock loss or something like that. We're on this good run at the minute, 10 wins in a row. 10 games unbeaten. And I don't think Solskjaer wants to let that slip away under these, like I said, very strange and unique circumstances. Douglas saying Igalo bracing, come in, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Why is James playing? I think we would be okay with Andreas or Lingard. Some people are upset that it's too much of a strong side, which is surprising compared to the response we saw when the Bruges lineup was announced in the first leg. Norway King saying 5-0 United. Dude, chill. He probably just wants to kill it in the first leg. Yeah, it seems like it, doesn't it? I must say I'm slightly surprised that we're seeing Fernandez and James and McTominay and Fred. I thought we'd maybe only see 1 or 2 of those 4, but we are seeing all of them. Good team. We need to have the strongest coefficient in case the competition is cancelled. I don't think anyone knows what kind of formulas or methodology will be used to decide who progresses, who doesn't, what happens in that scenario. I think we're just completely living in the dark with all that sort of stuff at the minute, but I understand wanting to get a good win under the belt, especially if the home leg might have to be played behind closed doors again. Who knows when that will be? If there's postponements, that could be. We don't really know when that'll be, so it's all very up in the air. Connor saying, Joe, I'm happy with the team in all caps. I'm happy with the team as well. Get a couple of goals, get Bruno off at half time. Yeah, probably a good way of doing things, isn't it? Solskjaer expecting a lack of games for 2 months. Maybe. Yeah, that might be a good point actually. If the postponements do follow the trends around Europe as we're seeing, there may be a chance that United get 2, 3, 4 weeks off. Who knows? So maybe less reason to rest people. But again, this is all absolute speculation at best. Someone's saying 3-0 United. Give me your score predictions then. Igalo hat-trick possibly. That'd be great, wouldn't it? He does tend to thrive when he starts for United. He's got, I think, 3 goals in 2 starts for United, or 3 goals in 3 starts perhaps. I'm happy it's a strong team. Rest some players for the home leg and get a good result tonight. Yeah, it does always worry me. I usually would prefer teams to rest players in the first leg, regardless of whether it's home or away, just because, 10 bad minutes in the second leg and you're out of a tournament. But presumably it won't be resting players in either leg unless we are, 3-4-0 up after this one, but we'll have to see. I thought you said it was cancelled or was Howson wrong. We were reporting on stories coming out of Marca in Spain where they said the games were set to be suspended immediately, and that was this afternoon. So we went live to report on that story. We've since gone live again to sort of clear up any confusion. So, yeah, we apologise for that, but we were just reporting news that was being sent out around Europe. We're getting a 4-0, a 6-0. Pranjal with a real bold prediction there. JJ Powell 4-0. Someone saying 4-0 FC is back. 3-0. Wow. We're all very optimistic, aren't we? It's nice to be optimistic for once in about 7 years, isn't it? United 5, LASK 1. Are we going with LASK or LASK? Can I get an official word on that? LASK. Cheers, Adam. It is all caps, but LASK is good, isn't it? Like the LASK of the summer wine or something. That's what I like to think anyway. LASK Chance Saloon. This is the LASK thing we wanted to happen. 100% trying to get an easy game for the kids in the second leg. That would be good. Another Fred brace. Yeah, he forgot he scored twice in the Bruges game. Seems almost impossible considering his shooting stats. See, these are a bit more conservative predictions. We've got a 2-0 and a 2-1 coming out of Kaushik and Christian there. Can't complain with another clean sheet and an away in Europe if we get it. And a win away in Europe, should I say. Yeah, I think another clean sheet, and we are probably going to be huge favourites. I think you have to score in your home legs at Europe. So if LASK don't score tonight, then we're probably going to be a massive favourite in that second leg. People are just spelling out LASK in the comments like I'm meant to know which way I'm pronouncing it from that. Ross Murphy, actually, in fairness, has put a capital A and then lowercase to suggest LASK. But I'm getting word from Adam McCullough off camera. It is LASK, yeah, thank you very much. Igalo and Bruno on the score sheet with a Maguire header from a corner, 3-0. There we go. That's more like it. That's what I want to hear. We're going to be back for a watch-along in under an hour. We'll be back here at, 5-2 kickoff, so 40 minutes past. A very strange time to start a video, but I'm warning you now. We're going to have me, Stephen Howson, Jay, and Adam McCullough from Full Time Devils, so a bit of a tasty lineup today, so make sure you tune in for that. Someone's saying Ollie wants to give smiles on faces in gloomy times. Nice of you to spell Ollie like he's called Oliver as well, though, which is pretty cool. Someone says 4-0 United, then a piss easy home leg. We'll end on that because that's what I want to happen as well. So, like I said, be sure to join us in about 40 minutes for a star-studded watch-along here on Stretford Paddock. It's going to be a very fun one. Hopefully, assuming they win. Right, see you in a bit.